Hello students, welcome back to the session. In the last session, we were talking about simplification of Boolean expressions using K-map, and even in that we used the two variable maps, right? Now in this session, let us use the three variable K-map and see how we are supposed to simplify. Okay, so now this will be the question. Draw the K-map and write the simplified expression. Okay, the first question here. You have a function f of x, y, z. That means you have three variables. That is equal to x bar y z plus x y z plus x y z bar. Okay, this is your question. So as you have seen here, you have three variables x, y and z. Now you are first in the beginning, draw the K-map for the three variable one. Hope you know this. So how do you draw the K-map for this? Three variable. So it should contain 2 to the power of 3, that is 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. Okay, you have 8 boxes here. So as you have learnt already, you name it as x, y, z. This is 0 and 0. This is 0 and 1, 1 and 1 and 1 and 0. Again, this is 0 and this is 1. Hope you remember how to draw this. As I keep on telling you, if you have got any doubts, please mention and ask me before we go any further. Then this is named as x bar, this is named as x, and this will be named as y bar, z bar, y bar, z, y and z, y and z bar. If in SOP, if you have a 0, you are going to represent it using a bar. Okay, now this is 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6. Hope you remember why we are ordering it in this way. Okay, now what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to put a 1 in the box which is having these variables. Okay, so where do you have your x bar, y, z? So this is your x bar. So this is the row where you are going to mention, right? And where is y and z? This is where you have your y and z. So put a 1 in this y and z. Okay. Similarly, the next is your x, y, z. Where do you have your x, y, z? You have x in this column row. So y, z in this column. So this is your 1 here. And then you have x, y, z bar. So where is your x, y, z bar here? This is your x, y, z bar is this, right? So you add a 1 in this box. You can leave the other boxes empty. You have only 3 variables here. So 3 ones you have added. Now as we said, what are you supposed to do? Mark the pairs. As you have only 3 ones and which is not together, then you cannot make it into a quad. Quad means where you have 4 ones adjacent to one another. Okay, but you do not have these 4 ones. So one option is you have one pair here, right? This is your pair 1 and you have got the another pair here. So this becomes your pair 2. And it is not compulsory or necessary to say this as pair 1 and thus this as pair 2. You can either say this as pair 1 and this as pair 2. That is according to your writing. And finally the expression should be correct. That's it. Okay, now what are you doing? You are going to simplify the expression for pair 1. So what is your pair 1? Pair 1, as we said here, 3 and 7. That is M3 plus M7. This is your sum of products. M3 has got x bar, y, z, right? So x bar, y and z. M7 has got x, y and z. What did I say in the last session? We said that you are going to delete or remove, or you are not going to write a variable which changes its form from one to another. So that here you have your x bar and here you have your x. So we are not going to write that. What are you going to write? That is your y and z, which is the same in both the expressions. So yz is 1, and you have in the same way you have pair 2. So what is your pair 2? 7 and 6. That is m7 plus m6. You can also write it as m6 plus m7 also. So what is your m7? It is your x, y, z plus what is m6? x, y, z bar. Right? Follow the same method which you had done for pair 1. That is remove, or do not write the variable which changes its form. Which is the variable which changes its form here? Z, and z is changed here to z bar. So remove that. What are you going to write? X and y. This is the expression for pair 2. Now what is the final expression? Final expression you have to express in the form of SOP, that is sum of the products. So final expression f of x, y, z is equal to yz plus xy. yz plus xy. This is a sum of, these are products. So sum of product. This is your answer. Understood? Let us solve one more sum. F of x, y and z is equal to sigma 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. As we had said earlier, sigma means SOP. Understand? They may not always give in the form of an expression like your earlier question. They may also give it in this way. Sigma. Sigma means SOP. And 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 means that is M1, M3, M4, M5, M6 and M7. So that wherever you have these values, you have to give a 1. Draw the map first, table first. Right? This is your x, y and z. This is your 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is your 0 and this is your 1. Right? This is your x bar and x, y bar, z bar, y bar and z, y and z, y and z bar. Next, this is your 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6. This is what is mentioned here. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? These values. So 1. So wherever you have. Now this is your 1. Add a 1 here. 3. Add a 1 here. 4. Add a 1 here. 5, 6 and 7. Okay. Now as we said, as long as possible, make a bigger group. Try to make a bigger group if there is an option. So what did we say? You can mark either a pair or a quad or an octet. Pair means 2 ones, quad means 4 ones, octet means 8 ones. But here it is not possible when you are having a only 4, 5, 6. They are not adjacent to one another. So possibility is of a quad. So this makes one quad. Okay, you can name it. You need not name it here like this. Mark it and name it here like this. But later, while marking, you better show that. So this becomes your quad 2. Okay, so now simplification of quad 1. Which is the quad 1? This is your quad 1, that is 4, 5, 7 and 6. Mention here M4 plus M5 plus M7 plus M6. What is the expression in M4? This is your M4. What is the expression? This is X and Y bar, Z bar. So X, Y bar, Z bar plus what is M5? M5 is X, Y bar, Z. X, y bar z. What is M7? X, y, z. M6, X, Y, Z bar. Okay, now the same rule applies here also. Remove the variable which changes its form, or do not write the variable which changes its form. See, which is it? X, 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 X remains the same in everything. So, X. Here you have the second variable y bar, here y bar, okay, but here it changes the form. So, remove it, leave it. Z bar, Z, it has changed. So, leave it. So, final expression of quad 1, simplified version of quad 1 is X. Remember, when you have a 3 variables, or in quad, 2 of the variables will always be left out. In a pair, 1 variable will be removed. In a quad, 2 variables will be removed. So now y and z has been removed. Now let us go for the next quad. Quad 2. So which is your quad 2 now? M1 plus M3 plus M5 plus M7. What is M1? It is X bar, Y bar, Z. Right? X bar, Y bar, Z, and X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y, Z plus X bar. What is X? What is your 5? M5? It is not X bar. It is your X, Y bar, Z plus X and YZ. Right? So now, what are you going to do now? Solving. How are you going to solve? Again, remove the changed forms. X bar, X and X. It changes X bar and X. So remove that. Sorry, do not write that X bar, X variable. Y bar, Y. Again, it changes. So do not take it into consideration. Which is unchanged? Z, 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 Z. So the answer here is for the quad 2 is Z. So now, if you are going to write the final expression, final expression will be quad 1 plus quad 2, that is f of x, y, z is equal to x plus z. This is the final simplified version. Is it not easier compared to your expressions using simplification using your algebraic method? I think it is easier. The next, I'll give you one more question. Find the answer for this question and submit it to me. Okay, this will be your assignment. I'm not going to solve this problem. Solve the problem. If you have got any doubts, if you're not able to solve, please ask me, tell me, clarify your doubts. Okay, f of x, y, z. As we are talking about only 3 variables, we have mentioned given only the 3 variable examples. 0, 1, 3, 5, 6 and 7. This is the problem as an assignment for you. Please solve this problem and give me the answer. Let us end this session now and continue in the next session with the simplification using your 4 variables.